Department of Computer Science. Today I am discussing what is a digital imaging. First of all, we have to know what is an image. Image means it is a visual representation of an object. Now coming to what is a digital imaging. We are using digital imaging for making digital images, printing text of objects, photographs, digital scanners and other imaging devices. Each image should have to contain each number of pixels. Here pixels means you have to using different elements. The elements should be matched and converting to the image. For example, in each image should construct dots, lines and curves. They are displayed on the screen. Each pixel they have grids. Here what is the meaning of grid means? They have arranging images in columns. The pixel has total value that should be determines the image color. How should we have to determine? The pixel value should be represented by the binary code. It means bits of information. In every image, the image resolution there should be how much you can enlarge without losing quality. Is determined by the number of pixels. Here digital images have file size, dynamic ranges, and these digital imaging is used to creating a web pages, multimedia, pamphlets, visual representation and more. Now coming to how it works. Digital imaging means we are manipulation of a digital images through a digital computer, but it can focus on developing a computer system. You have to processing an image. This the Adobe Photoshop is the best example of digital imaging processing. Let us see the small example. Here the 3D world around us figure should be displayed. These image should be captured by the camera and it is sent to the digital image processing. In this diagram, we are mainly focusing the drop of the image. Okay, the remaining all particles are removed. The mainly processing the image should drop. Now coming to types of graphics. Here there are two types of graphics. One is vector, another one is raster. Previously we have discussed image means it should be converted the dots, lines and curves. Here vector means it should be consist also anchored dots. It means it has to connected by the lines and curves. They are similar to connect by the dot activities. These vector we can use the logos. And these vector files you have to apply in graphics and you have to handle the resizing also. And in these vectors we have several file extensions. The first one is SVG. This is used in web-based vector format. And the second one is EPS. This is Adobe based vector format. And the third one is EMF, Microsoft Office based vector format. We can see first of all SVG file. It must be stands for Scalable Vector Graphics. It is the excellent choice for you can create the logos, icons, images that needs to appear sharp and high quality no matter the size. In this Scalable Vector Graphics, we can mainly use as the business sector. They want to create the logos. For example, we can taking these scalable vector graphics are using printing sheets and signboards or sandwich boards. Let's see the example. These are the scalable vector graphics are printed by the t-shirts and sandwich boards also. And the next second one is EPS file, encapsulated postscript. It is the standard vector file format. It can be used by the printing industry. Where we have to use these EPS files means posters and billboards. These are widely used in different operating systems and we can designing the programs and printers. So many people encapsulated postscript as a legacy file. This is the example of the EPS. Now third one, EMF file. This is the enhanced meta file format. We can use this can be used by the Windows meta files also in the future development. These are some similar to the SVG vector files. Recently we have seen scalable vector graphics that are used by the printed t-shirts. Let us see this object. The horse will be converted curves, lines and dots. Coming to second type, raster. Okay, the raster images means we are recently used JPG files, PNG images, JPG images. These are all related to the photographs. So the raster image is the best suitable for photographs. In these raster graphics, they having extension JPG files and PNG files. These raster images have increasing blurry when enlarged. Whenever you have to enlarge the image quality should be lost. Mainly, the raster images are made up of only pixels. Pixels means the dot should be producing the image. The pixels shape like little square or graph paper. When you have to images zoomed or enlarged. Each image mainly contains a number of pixels. These pixels only should have to determine the quality of an image. This process is called as the resolution. Now, what is meant by high resolution? Whenever you have to decrease your image size, then manually it should be good quality of the image. It means the high resolution image means you have to print it a small size, will cause the pixels. Here some raster file extensions, JPG, PNG, TIFF. JPG means these JPG, PNG, TIFF files are related to the image files. Now let us see what is the JPG. JPG stands for Joint Photograph Expert Group. It is a digital file format. It is only used for photos only, and they are the used internet in digital photographs. You can save the image file .jpg or .jpg. Both are same formats, but they can use it interchangeably. Let us see the example. Whenever first of all you are seeing the small image and the next image is enlarged, it means you have to expand the image. Let us see, the first image should be high quality. The second image you have to enlarge. It means the quality should be decreasing. Now second one, PNG files. It stands for Portable Network Graphics. It is also used in the image files, but it is mostly commonly used on the internet. These files also should be converted a number of pixels, but compared to JPG, the PNG file is very low. Why? Because these PNG file also they have to create the logos, photos and screenshots, but the PNG files are transparently. Okay, mostly they are used in web graphics based on the backgrounds. This is the example of PNG file. Now only I discuss the transparent means. The transparent means it should be look like a grey color. The background will be converted the grids. Now third file, TIFF file. Tag image file format. It stands for tag image file format. These mainly consist a large file size. It means the image details totally we are gathering this TIFF file. This is the image of TIFF file. Now coming to what is the difference between raster and vector. Now we can see raster means JPG file, PNG file and TIFF file, and the next one vector means EPS, WMFP. Here raster fully depend on pixels, vector fully depends on lines, curves. Here let us take the raster examples means JPG, PNG. Vector example means EPS, WMFP. Raster is not scalable, but vector is scalable to any size. Mainly raster uses GIMP file photoshops. Here vector uses in CorelDRAW, Illustrator and Inkscape. And finally, the raster should has to time consuming, but the vector should be easily converted the image into raster images. We can easily convert a raster file into file format, but we cannot change the vector file. Now coming to audio formats. They are categorized into three types. What is meant by audio means, first of all you have to check the quality and the loss of audio data. How we have to know? These three types we will discuss it. Uncompressed format, loosely compressed format, lossless compressed format. Here uncompressed audio format means they are categorizing the two types. One is the PCM, that is the pulse code modulation. Now we are discussing mainly audio formats. Here audio means whenever you have to speak, it means some transition waves are traveling. Okay, now coming to whenever I have to speak, the digital computers or mobile Android phones, they have to measurement by the bit rate. To convert analog signals into digital signals, it has recorded a particular interval. Now see the example. Whenever I have to talk, it can be represented the bits of information, that is binary bit. Whenever I have to talk, it can be represented as the ones. Whenever I have to stop my conversation, it should be converted by the zeros. This is pulse code modulation. Now coming to second one, that is waveform audio file format. It is developed by the Microsoft IBM in 1991. Compared to PCM, this audio file is most important. Why? Because we can use this audio file as Windows operating system and Mac operating system. In this format, you have to mainly use in Windows container only. This is the example for WAV. Now third one, AIFF, audio interchange file format. Recently we have seen WAV. Now third one is the AIFF. It was developed by the Apple for Mac system in 1988. These similar to the WAV files but not completely WAV files. Okay, same WAV files like that. It has to compatible with both Windows operating system and Mac operating system. Let us see this example of the AIFF. Now loosely compressed format. Whenever you have to losing the data, whenever you have to get the image quality, okay, whenever you have to listen the conversation of bitrate. So let us see in this loosely compressed format. The first one is MP3. We all of you know MP3 means moving picture experts group. It mainly depend on music. We are listening MP3 and MP4. Okay, what is this purpose of the MP3? You have to remove the background sounds where is disturbanceable. Okay, all these sounds remove which are not hearable or less noticeable by the human ears. This music file is very small. MP3 is a name should be converted by the universal format. It can be used almost every devices. This is the example of MP3. This is the logo of the MP3. And the second one is advanced audio coding. It should be denoted by the AAC. It was developed by 1997 after MP3. First MP3 should be developed. The advanced level should be developed, advanced audio coding. And these will be audio files in MP3 and AAC format. Better sound quality compared to MP3. The most better sound quality should be represented by the AAC. These audio files used by the YouTube, Android and iOS and iTunes and PlayStations. Whenever these applications will work, they should be represented by the advanced audio coding. And this is the logo for the advanced audio coding. Whenever the human will be speak, it will be automatically they recorded. Now WMA, Windows Media Audio. It was released by 1999. It has to designed to remove the some flaws. Whenever you have to record some audio file, there must be some disturbances. There must be, you have to remove some type of conversation. Then you have to use the Windows Media Audio. It is a quality better than the MP3, but it is not widely used. Why? Because whenever you have to some errors in MP3, there must be only you have to use a WMA. Otherwise, you don't need to use the Windows Media Audio. This is the logo for the Windows Media Audio. Now coming to lossless compression. Okay, whenever you have to reduce the file, in the previously we have seen JPG file. Whenever the small size file, you should be expanding the large file. It means the quality will be reducing. Here, whenever you have to expand the file, the quality should not be reduced. Then you can use the lossless compression. Okay, this method reduces file size without any loss in quality. It can use 2 or 3 times more in the same file also. And the first one is the free lossless audio code C. When you have to change in this software only 50% only. Okay, you cannot change the 100% of data. You can change only 50% of losing data only. And this is the open source software. Without paying, you can access this software. This is the FLAC, Free Lossless Audio Code C, and ALAC. It stands for Apple Lossless Audio Code C. It was launched by 2024. In the 2024, it is not a open software, but recently 2011, it should be converted by the open source software. Why? Because it should be developed by the Apple. This is the ALAC. Okay, and the next one, WMA, Windows Media Code. Okay, this is not a open source software. Why? Because whenever you have to have some audio file errors, then you can use, not a reducing file. This is only compared to hardware support. Now coming to video formats. Video means both the combination of audio and video. It means whenever you have to saving a video file, it must be contain 2 files. One is the container and the other one is the code CS. Here container means what is the structure of the video file. Here code C means whatever you are using. Now let us see the video formats. The first of all is the flash video formats. This is the very popular video format. It is best suitable for web browsers. Like some examples, YouTube, Yahoo, Video, Vivo, etc. This is the FLV interface. Now coming to AVI format. This was developed by the Microsoft. It stands for Audio Video Interleave. It is most popular in internet, and these AVI files look similar to the outside, different from one another to another side. This mainly used by the operating system. This is the AVI files. Now MP4 means recently we have seen MP3. These MP3 and MP4 related to music only. Okay, we are now discussing video format means these MP4 should be represented by the video format. MP3 means it should be represented by the audio format. It is comparison technique for both video and audio. Now 3GP. It is both audio and video, but you have to capturing the video from the phone and it uploaded by the online. Then it should be called as the 3GP. Then it should be represented by the both Windows operating system and Mac operating system. It should support the format based on your computer. Next, WMA. It was developed by Microsoft. It is mainly used by web streaming applications. Whenever you have to reduce your file size, reducing image, reducing videos, then it should be result may be poor video quality. Then we can use the Windows Media Video. Why? Because we are getting the high quality, not poor video quality. There is only one and only format, that is the Windows Media Audio. And these files you can directly send through your email also. Now quick time format. This is the extension of .mov. What is this purpose? You can access multiple languages. You can access text files and you can apply the 3D animations also. And these effects will be MOV files. They are having high quality and mainly depends on your file size. Now image formats. Okay, image format means which image, which extension you have to save. The user has more confusion. The JPG file is there, PNG file is there, GIF file is there, TIFF file is there. Where which extension I have to save the particular image. Now first one is the TIFF file. In the previously I have discussed, the stands for tagged image file format. It is a very large file, it's not a small size. It is a very large file. Whenever your image has large file, the quality should be decreasing. This TIFF file is extremely in terms of colors, grayscale, CMYK and RGB for web. Now JPG means Joint Photograph Expert Group. There is a lot of information but your image is a small size. The camera store photos in JPG format only. Recently, whenever you have to access your phone, the camera should be defaultly, the image will be giving the extension JPG format. The GIF file means it is the images should be converted by the video. It can be represented by the video. They are having limited color ranges. These GIF files are used in photography, but GIF files have limited number of colors. GIF can also be used by the animations. Here the GIF files almost the default colors are there. The most maximum color is 8-bit that should be converted by the 256 colors. Here 1 byte means 2 colors. One is background color, another one is and black color and the second one is white color. PNG file. It is a portable network graphics. It is a larger file compared to JPG file. In the previously I have discussed comparison between JPG PNG means JPG is the better image file. Why? Because it is a smaller image. Here PNG is a larger image. Whenever your image has small size, it should be have high resolution. It means higher quality of the image. Next one, raw image file. It is the vast amount of data. It means we are manually creating video, we are manually creating an images. Whenever you have to expand, the image will be seen extremely large. Then that files is called as the raw image files. Now coming to text formats. Here text format means whenever you are giving the text, not only same text, you are giving different types of text like notepad, Word documents. We are changing the applications but not text. Here the first one is the RTF, rich text format. It was introduced by the 1987 by Microsoft and it can be used by the multiple platforms. Here we can save this file with the extension of .rtf. Mainly example of RTFs is PDFs. And the next one, plain text. Whenever you have to opening a file, creating a file, reading a file and writing file. Whenever you have to write a file, notepad, Unix, Linux, TextEd. These all are the examples of the plain text. And this plain text also you can save, send and save the files and sending the files from through your emails. Now coming to image scanners. Finally, we have to know image scanner means you have to scanning an image. In the recent technology, we are scanning the image Android mobiles. Okay, but we all of you know there are number of scanners in the digital image. Okay, here in this digital imaging, the device used to scanning images, pictures and printed text and objects, and they should be converted to the digital image. Here drum scanners are there, flatbed scanners, film scanners, hand scanners, 3D and desktop digital camera scanners and smartphone scanners. Here we are recently seeing the hand scanner. Whenever you have to buy some stationery or recently in every day we are giving the DMart, or in that day we are using the we are using the hand scanners only. Okay, in these types of scanners, the better scanner is the desktop digital camera scanner. Why? Because these scanners have some supported software, some supported printer, but this desktop digital camera scanner has directly connecting to the computer. Whenever you have to transmit the image to the your scanner, then it will be directly transmitted to the computer. Okay, these 3D scanners, film scanner, drum scanners, or they are supported some particular chips, some particular devices, but this desktop digital camera scanner directly connected to the computer, then we can use better with our Android mobile phones.